This book is called Superworm and the author is Julia Donaldson. Superworm is super long, Superworm is super strong. Watch him wriggle, see him squirm. Hip hip hooray for Superworm. Help disaster baby toad has hopped upon a major road. Quick, whatever can we do? Look, a superworm lasso. The bees are feeling bored today. They need a nice new game to play. Cheer up bees, no need to mope. It's Superworm the skipping rope. Beetle's fallen in the well. Is she drowning? Who can tell? Not to panic, all is fine. It's Superworm the fishing line. Then toads and beetles, bees and bugs, brother snail and sister slug, uncle ant and earwig aunt, clap and cheer and chant this chant. Superworm is super long, Superworm is super strong. Watch him wriggle, see him squirm. Hip hip hooray for Superworm. The chant is carried on the air to Wizard Lizard in his lair. He mutters in his servant's ear, find that worm and bring him here. The servant crow is black and grim. Everyone is scared of him. They all let out a fearful shriek to see their hero in his beak. The wizard waves his magic flower. Now Superworm, you're in my power. You must tunnel, writhe and coil to find me treasure in the soil. Superworm is very cross to have this lizard as his boss. But when he tries to slink away, the wizard's power makes him stay. For days he tunnels, twists and winds, but all the treasure that he finds is 2 small buttons, half a cork, a toffee and a plastic fork. The lizard flicks an angry tail. Have one last try, and if you fail to find that treasure down below, I'll feed you to my hungry crow. The crow is flapping through the night. Everyone looks up in fright. They see him perched upon an oak and listen to his dreadful croak. Superworm is good to eat. Superworm's a special treat. He'll be juicy, fat and firm. Hip hip hooray for Superworm. Action quickly at the double. Superworm's in frightful trouble. We must help him if we can. We must hatch a cunning plan. The garden creatures leave their home carrying a honeycomb. They jump and fly and crawl and creep and find the lizard fast asleep. They chew the petals off his flower to rob him of his magic power. The caterpillars fetch some leaves while busily the spider weaves. The web is strong, the web is tough, the web is plenty big enough. The wizard wakes, this isn't funny, I'm wrapped in leaves and stuck with honey. Then up the bees and beetles fly and lift the web into the sky. This is the place, and bang, crash, thump, the wizard's in the rubbish dump. And now from somewhere underground there comes a distant rumbling sound. The earth begins to heave and then Superworm is back again. Superworm the swing, the slide, the hula hoop, the fairground ride. Superworm the belt, the hat, the crane, the train, the acrobat. Then toads and beetles, bees and bugs, brother snail and sister slug, uncle ant and earwig aunt, clap and cheer and chant this chant. Superworm is super long, Superworm is super strong. Watch him wriggle, see him squirm. Hip hip hooray for Superworm.